Jiri, you're still my samurai. Yuri's still my samurai. No, this can't be real. Carlos Ulberg blows out his ACL, MCL, I don't even give a fuck, and still knocks out Jiri. Jiri says he feels mercy. I'm heartbroken. I'm actually heartbroken, you guys. We're going to give a Miami recap. The card was absolutely insane. My picks were trash, but I don't even care right now. I couldn't give a fuck about picks. The 205 timeline is ruined with Carlos Ulberg at the top of it, man. Jiri! I'm so gutted. I'm actually so gutted. I hate how I feel. I'm sad for Jiri, but I'm mad at Jiri. Like, no mercy, man. This is why we love Petr Yan. No mercy at all times in that cage. Look what it can. Look what it cost him a title. It cost him a fucking world title. The Chaos Gods really did give us a taste of Jiri supremacy and just ripped that shit away the second he went global. Like, holy fuck, man. The whiplash from, like, the Jiri fandom. So many broken hearts, so many destroyed spirits. I can feel it in the spirit realm right now. So the Jiri Prochazka army in mourning. You may take refuge in my channel for the time being until he recovers, sees the birth of his child, gets some good family time in, and then comes back with a fucking vengeance against, I don't even know who, like, Jan, Bogdan Guskov, anybody. Just give him an immediate rematch. Give Jiri immediate rematches. I don't care anymore. We're in fucking Paramount. It doesn't have to make sense anymore. Josh Hokit had one UFC win. They gave him fucking Curtis Blaydes, and he pulled it off in the greatest fight I've ever seen. So things are different now, man. What can I say? Congratulations to Ulberg. Beautiful counter hook. The only punch you know how to throw. Great work with the low kicks. I mean, everybody lights up. Rakic was lighting up Jiri with low kicks, and he still pulls out the win. He always does, but the Chaos Gods reign supreme tonight, guys, and they turned against our boy. So now we have Carlos Ulberg as the official 205 champion. Couldn't look more off-putting, in my opinion. Insane clutch win, good for him, but just how good is Kennedy and Zechku, man? The first video I ever threw together on this channel. Ultimate crash and burn. The ultimate, like, lows of lows. Jiri getting KO'd by Ulberg out cold after Ulberg injures himself. Oh, I'm dying. Please don't let Father Time take our Jiri. Please. He's going to rebound big. Trust me, guys. Ulberg. What's next for Ulberg? I'm tired of this. I've been saying it forever. Light heavyweight's the most shallow division. Give me Paulo Costa to storm through this division and knock out Ulberg. I don't even know anymore. Light heavyweight is so cooked. It's all strikers. Nobody has chins. I'm done, man. I'm done. We need a break from the 205-pound division. Everything will be all right in the end. Khamzat Chimaev will get fraud checked by Sean Strickland. Something. It's the balance, you guys. It's the balance of the MMA world. The scales are bound to correct, so I'm with you in this moment. Comment down below, he's still our samurai. That's all I'm asking from you guys. Ulberg, show him the respect. It was a beautiful shot, and the aura to save yourself by KO once you've just injured your leg in the first round of your title fight is insane. We got to talk about the rest of this Miami card, all right? The rest of it was amazing, which is why this moment at the top is so soul-crushing. But I do have bright news. In this co-main event, we had a roid cheat be defeated and destroyed by Paulo Costa, so lighten up your spirits as we dive into this co-main event. Paulo Costa taking the undefeated record of Azamat Murzakanov. This is one of the most feel-good wins for me of 2026 because I know the history of my man Azamat here with the roid tests, and yes, Paulo Costa, not roids, but he did get caught using the IVs. No, secret juice is all that's needed. Paulo Costa breaks Murzakanov with kicks, like we said, and the body kicks break Murzakanov's lead arm, and then Costa makes the genius read of just blasting a head kick, because Murzakanov can't defend that shit with a broken arm, so he goes down by head kick KO win. Dazed and wobbled, he just crumples to the ground. Murzakanov should have never been a favorite. This is a big fat Sambo player who roided up and then tried to get into the UFC, and he's been fluking it. Another undefeated record down the drain this year. Murzakanov's O has got to go because Paulo Costa at 205 is a fucking machine. Dude, the power on those kicks. Paulo Costa already had phenomenal kicks and didn't really get to use that against Adesanya. That was his worst loss, where the speed was just too much. He couldn't... Izzy won the kick game. He's too quick, but if you're not fast, if you're a ploddy plodster, Costa is going to cook at 205, where people aren't fast enough to get out of the way of those body kicks, and Costa's got a decent little ground game, so Strickland is looking good getting that win over Costa because this dude's got problematic kicks. They smash apart everyone. I sent prayers to the MMA gods above. Get Murzakanov slept. He's a filthy roid cheat with that Russian super soldier cocktail pumping through his veins. Secret juice reigns supreme. Secret juice. This fat guy. Fucking love Costa, man. Nasty KO win. Who's next for Paulo Costa at 205? He looks like a machine. Please get active though, Costa. Why the fuck do you hate us? Why do you fight once every 400 days? Please get more active now that you're at 205 and you have no excuses of injury, weight cut, hydration. Dude, now is the time to go. If Costa gets serious about his career right now and rides this momentum, I think he could be 205 champ right now. 205, I'm going to keep it real, isn't the deepest of divisions right now. It's one of the more shallow ones in the UFC, made evident by Reyes Walker. They looked horrible. They looked unranked. We're not even going to talk about it, but Paulo Costa doing big things in 2026. Never thought I would see the day. Massive KO win. Fuck you, Murzakanov, for the roid cheats. And outside the octagon, Paulo Costa is actually fun. He does the skits, he has funny interviews, he's all over you at a press conference, just talking shit, being funny, making sound bites. So moving forward, trust my co-main events because they go crazy. Don't know why Paulo Costa's being plus 180 in this spot. I'm sorry, that's retarded to me. Azamat Murzakanov is so undersized, fat. Look, he made my Death Touch tier list, but Paulo Costa, I told you guys, high confidence co-main event pick, gets it done with a head kick KO win. Crazy stuff. I cannot believe the performance that Josh Hokit just displayed against Curtis Blaydes. You're down 30 pounds, my man. How are you taking... Hokit's from football. Normally football players have no chin. How is this man taking Curtis Blaydes bombs like that? And just moving forward and trucking forward and putting on just volume on Blaydes. And Blaydes' durability held up. We've seen Blaydes go down, so this fight was the perfect recipe. We had Curtis Blaydes, powerful athlete, more size, more power, but Josh Hokit has an unbreakable will. Curtis Blaydes trains at fucking Elevation in Denver, Colorado or some shit. Curtis Blaydes has always been an unbreakable athlete, and Josh Hokit is just doing the unthinkable and breaking him in rounds 2 and 3 and winning the fight. Heavyweight supremacy, heavyweight cinema. Holy shit. I want to see Josh Hokit fight every month if we can make that happen. I said what I said about the character and all this. He just backed it up like that. He's backing up all of his persona and theatrics with that. Sign me the fuck up. The Incredible Hulk is here. I'm all on board. You know me. I'm all about these prospects in the Paramount era. You guys are about to see some shit. Curtis Blaydes is a proven heavyweight with proven knockouts, proven takedowns. Blaydes is the test right under championship level. So the fact that Hokit got this matchup is Paramount fuckery, crazy industry plant type matchmaking, but dude, he proved it. Hokit proved that he's at this level. Who does he fight next? Does he fight the winner of Volkov, Waldo Cortez Acosta? Is that where we're going with him? Or is he straight into the Pereira Gone loser? Fuck it, just fast track Hokit all the way. I don't care. He's that fun. He's that fun. Regular rankings don't apply to him, okay? Get Josh Hokit on the world stage every weekend, please. I guess Hokit, the best base is just leaving football before you get CTE, because Hokit's just like a football player with crazy athleticism, and that's the type of shit he's putting on. Oh my god, we gotta move on. Just how good is Josh Hokit? I'll be doing a breakdown probably real soon. One more fight for Hokit and we'll make him a video. So gutted for Blaydes. Blaydes did everything correct. Like, tried to break him, tried to take him down, fucked him up in the clinch with dirty boxing. It just wasn't enough. That's so unfair. Hokit is an unbreakable Giga Chad. Incredible win for him. Fight of the night guaranteed. Fight of the fucking year. Get these heavyweights paid now. Absolutely nasty striking from Cub Swanson. How is he allowed to be this fast at 40 years old? He slimes out Nate Landwehr so brutally here in the first round. Herb Dean doing what Herb Dean does, getting in there the second a punch connects to the chin. But it's Cub Swanson's retirement fight, man. I've been a fan of Cub Swanson since I saw him whoop up on Doo-Ho Choi. I caught that one live back in 2016. That was Swanson's year, man. 2016, incredible fights. Even fought the great Artem Lobov with his 60-inch reach. Awesome feel-good moment, man. This was a retirement that I actually got a little bit emotional for. Love me some killer Cub Swanson. Beautiful destruction of Nate Landwehr. I'm sad to see Nate Landwehr get defeated like that. Nate Landwehr is also a guy who I picked on this card. The picks didn't go too well, but Nate Landwehr is also great on the mic. Nate Landwehr, Nate the Train, guys, he's a stand-up guy. He probably would have just passed the mic off to Cub anyway, so really tough if you're a Nate the Train enjoyer. Hopefully he keeps his job. That's another legend gone, man. The legends are slipping out of this sport by the year. Cub Swanson, WEC, man. Crazy. Nasty striking performance, masterclass, and then a brutal KO to end it. Couldn't have gone better for Cub Swanson. Beautiful destruction one last time. Rebovic's Army. This one stings. This one really stings. I thought we had some new blood coming up into the lightweight division here, but Gamrot, Gamer Gamrot, who I overhyped at the beginning of this channel, and now he loses to Oliveira, and I'm gun-shy to pick him, but he's still one of the best grapplers at lightweight, without a doubt. Gamer shows up, never lets Rebovix get into second gear here, never gets the volume going, takes him down on repeat, and arm triangle submission. That was nasty. Gamrot's not known for his sub ability. He will actually let guys escape and run away from him and burn their energy to where his system just keeps working on a much more improved level as the fight goes on, because you're running out of gas. Gamrot's only getting stronger, all right? He struggled with like Dan Hooker in these weird frames, like Jalen Turner as well, but when you're same height, same reach as Gamrot, man, and you don't have that X factor, he's going to get you out of there. Lands a submission on Rebovix, man. Rebovix could have jumped up to number 8 in the rankings, guys. Maybe even like would come in at like number 10, number 9. I still would have been happy with that. I'm gutted for Rebovix, man. This is a nasty loss to take. I also love Gamrot, so this is sort of bittersweet. Really happy he's back on track, and we've still got fun fights for Gamrot. We've got an Armin rematch down the line, if that ever happens. I'm starting to think, media run Armin is just going to kind of like, buy favor into any matchup he wants, but we'll see. We also got Gamrot BSD. That one has escaped us for a while now. I really, really like that matchup. So how about we do Benoit Saint Denis versus Gamrot on like the next Paris card or something like that? That would be absolutely fire. I don't know when they plan to go back there again, but definitely a lightweight barn burner that I would love to see. You do Rebovich, Jalen Turner, you do Rebovich, Fiziev, Bahamondes, fun striking matchups. That is the route we have to take with Rebovich. Klein's a guy that Gamrot just ran through, so maybe put the losers of put Gamrot's victims up against each other. I'm gutted, man. I wanted to see Rebovix rise up, but we're not getting that. Gamer Nation rises again. Shout out the Polski Gamrot doing his thing. I'll probably start picking him again. Let's be real here. I'm an Aaron Pico fan, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, all right? People see the KO losses, and they just, totally trash him. The boxing and the wrestling is world-class level. I've been saying it for a long, long time. He just abused Patricio Pitbull. Operation, get one of these Bellator fighters a win. is a massive success. Aaron Pico, we picked him. He delivers. He might even beat Evloev. Like, after seeing how bad Lerone Murphy did in their weird, like, pseudo sparring match, like, Aaron Pico belongs at the top. Like, featherweight ain't that deep right now, fam. Like, it's Gene Silva and Volk basically running everything, and Aaron Pico delivers a striking masterclass. I know it's Patricio Pitbull, and his only UFC win is Dan Ige, so that's a horrible look, but Aaron Pico, the odds didn't shock me. We went with him. Lots of featherweights actually booked up right now. So, yeah, who do you think Aaron Pico should fight next? I don't mind him getting fast-tracked. His skills clearly are at the UFC level. Casuals can say what they want. He just beat Pitbull pillar to post. Nobody does that. Even Yair didn't do that. It was close with the year, I believe, 29-28 against the year. So, Aaron Pico with a dominant victory. One of the only fight predictions I got right on this whole damn card. But what's this? The downfall of Kelvin Gastelum is also a bullseye prediction from me. Luque taps him out with a Anaconda, like we perfectly predicted on my prediction video. So please cut Kelvin Gastelum. Had it with him. Weight misses in the past, has slid down to the bottom of middleweight and now welterweight. So I know Kelvin's like sneaking into that Hall of Fame because of the Izzy war, which in hindsight was a major red flag. Izzy, how are you making it that close with Gastelum, who is literally only fast hams and a rock iron chin? It ends there. Kelvin Gastelum is notoriously overrated. Not a fan of the guy, never have been. Undisciplined, not heavyweight, just a blob. Undisciplined marshmallow man Kelvin Gastelum gets tapped out. This was such a feel-good win for Luque fans. Luque had to go through the brain bleed, we never like to see that, and he's still continuing to fight, which is the most Giga Chad shit I've ever seen. So give it up for Vicente Luque. Please cut Kelvin Gastelum. On to the next. He says it again. Chuck Buffalo, Charles Radtke. He's a great fighter. Look, I don't mind picking Radtke to win fights because he is really, really good. He's composed. He's got really good takedowns. That's how he won this fight. But I want to talk about the post-fight speech. This man just drops the F word with confidence. Like, he's uncancelable. He's really abusing the Paramount era, in my opinion, redefining what should be allowed to be said on the microphone in professional sports. No repercussions for Charles Radtke. I know the first time he let the F word fly, I think they probably threatened to fine him unless he made a public apology. So he made the apology. And then, but you can just take it back later, and it's like, it's already ingrained in history, so I don't know why I'm going into his usage of a homophobic slur, but no, Radtke's good. He had a really good dominant grappling performance over Prado. Sucks to see Prado go. He's like a Argentinian dober, just rock'em sock'em meathead, but Charles Radtke looked great. Had to grit through a guillotine that had me on the edge of my seat. This guy's fun. I hope he goes far. Maybe even a Mike Mallet rematch in the future. After Mike Mallet takes this L to Gilbert Burns, I think you run it. I'm actually a huge fan of Radtke. This sport needs heels. Like, I don't even really consider Hokit a heel anymore. He's just an agent of chaos. Like, he will adopt any character, say anything. Charles Radtke's a classic UFC heel, so a nice decision win for Chuck Buffalo Radtke. Chris Padilla put a nasty pace on Markel Medeiros, damaging his shins. Really, like, Chris Padilla is just all Muay Thai, isn't he? Like, perfect stance for it. Loves his clinch. Loves to wrestle as well, get dirty in that clinch, and even grind you up against the fence. There's an argument that Chris Padilla just won every round, but he did take a lot of visible damage here because he is such a close-range fighter, right, and doesn't move his head at all. He just hides behind the Muay Thai guard, but I still think he beat Markel Medeiros, and then Markel Medeiros was hooking the cage, poking the eyes, so they take a point away from him, and that leads to this draw. It's better than a robbery loss for Padilla, I guess, but I would have liked to see him, get his win money. Hopefully they do him a favor there. Bruce Buffer just announced the wrong winner. He's getting worse and worse at this shit. That's like 2 or 3 times this year now. But whatever. Ingrained in history, Chris Padilla gets a post-fight speech like he is the winner, and then backstage they flip it to a draw. So whatever. Another weird-ass draw. robbery situation. Not a fan of it. I think Chris Padilla did enough. Oh well, it's not a loss on his record. Markel Medeiros is pretty serious as well, but I think he got broken and tired in that third round and fell apart. So, and rounds 1 and 2 were so close, I wouldn't have scored them to Markel Medeiros in my opinion. But that was UFC in Miami. That place was spoiled with that event. That is 327 completed. Drop in the comments down below what you thought of the event. We are diving right into the UFC Canada card. We're going to do some videos on, but I'm mainly going to get started on some Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland stuff for you guys. So stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all real soon.